Rise and shine, I'm standing in this line to get a cup of coffee. Let's go, this line is way too slow. I've got to get my coffee. Wakey, 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 I'm headachy and shaky. Maybe I'll get a mocha. About 11 times a day I go out of my way to do the caffeine overload polka.
Wakey, wakey, wakey. It's time for Together We Rise, a virtual concert hosted by EGMC. So go grab your coffee, go grab your drinks, and I will see you right back here.
What the hell does he know? Does he know? Here's my coffee, rinse it out and fill it up. That's hot, holy smoker. How my temples pound, I'm astounded by the sound of the caffeine overload polka. Feel the caffeine rushing my veins, streaming sweet.
Greetings, friends. Welcome to Together We Rise, a virtual, collaborative choral event hosted by the Eugene Gay Men's Chorus. My name is Evan Miles. I'm the artistic director of the Eugene Gay Men's Chorus, and this is my backyard. Thanks for joining us. When we started talking about this event and what we wanted to showcase, I really wanted to spread some awareness to our friends and colleagues in the LGBTQ choral world in our state, and give some voice as to how we've all been managing during COVID, as well as bring us all together in one production that showcases and highlights that we are indeed stronger when we are united and together. And choral music is exactly that, right? As together we can create art and beauty in a way that we can't do when we're alone. And I want to showcase some of these different choruses that have been doing that in our community for some time now. So you'll hear from the Portland Lesbian Chorus. You'll also hear from our good friends at Soromundi Lesbian Chorus of Eugene, and then as well as Confluence, Willamette Valley LGBT Chorus, and some others as well. So stay tuned until the very end, and you'll get to see and hear a treat provided by members of all of these choruses, as well as EGMC. Just a quick note before we get started that there's a donation link in the YouTube video description below, and anything you donate to the chorus is tax deductible and helps us fund our artistic staff and our ability to get back on our feet for in-person rehearsals starting again in the fall. Yay, I love it. Also, please go and check out the choruses we're about to showcase here, as we've all been through a hard year together and they could use your support. But we're grateful for anything you can give, but we're mostly just grateful that you're here with us and that you're tuning in today on this Sunday afternoon. The first piece you're about to hear is Locus Iste, performed by members of the Eugene Gay Men's Chorus. And the text translates to, "This place is a holy sacrament. It is without reproach." And while it may have been originally composed as a dedication to a new chapel in the Cathedral of Linz, Austria, here, when we are surrounded by our friends and family and community, it takes on a whole new meaning. We are still connected, even when we're apart. And that's kind of what we're all about here at the Eugene Gay Men's Chorus. So please enjoy Locus Iste by Anton Bruckner.
Ade
Let's check in with our good friends in the Soromundi Lesbian Chorus here in Eugene. And when we've asked how they've fared through the pandemic, they've said, quote, like most singing groups, the last year has presented new struggles, but we've tried to keep our community busy with weekly online rehearsals, social game nights, virtual talent shows, a new diversity committee that has created a resource library for social justice, and several outreach events for our community, fireside chats, and historical retrospectives, etc. I think that's really awesome. So thanks for joining us, and thanks for tuning in, Sora Mundi, and I hope you will all enjoy Together We Rise.
When Frances dances with me, Holly G, I'm as gay as can be. She takes me to dances 'cause that's what I love. I fit in her arms like a hand in a glove. Blah, 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 blah. We don't go there anymore. She wears a tuxedo and gee, how it fits. She looks like a waiter up at the Ritz, and I wears a gown that's got 28 slits. When Frances dances with me, Holly G. When Frances dances with me, Holly G. Do dum 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 do dum dooby doo 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 dum softly dum darling come 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 to me stay you're my affection forever and a day. I want you to know, doobie-doo, I love you so, doobie-doo, please hold me so tight, doobie-doo, all through the night, doobie-doo, sing softly, darling, doobie-doo, hear what I say, doobie-doo, I love you always, always.
Thank you for that lovely video from your 30-year retrospective, Sora Mundi. And thanks for being part of our community here at the Eugene Gay Men's Chorus. And thanks for inviting us to always be part of yours. It's a special treat to be able to be part of the Eugene LGBTQ community with you. And we hope to share the stage with you many, many more times in the future. Up next, the Portland Lesbian Chorus shares a little bit about what they've been doing. But first, Confluence Willamette Valley LGBT Chorus is a mixed chorus out of Salem that is also the first queer chorus that I ever sang in. I joined them when I was 18, and if not for that chorus and the people that I met there, I wouldn't be doing what I'm doing here today with you all. They've got their virtual rendition of Why We Sing up next, and that is a song that I remember singing with them back in the day. I'm looking forward to this. Please enjoy Confluence.
A sound of hope
Hello, my name is Leanne Todd and I'm the president of the Portland Lesbian Choir. We want to thank the Eugene Gay Men's Chorus for inviting us to share a song with you today. During the last year, the Portland Lesbian Choir has transitioned from in-person Wednesday night rehearsals and big concerts to being online and virtual. This has allowed us to grow and adapt and incorporate new technology that we haven't in the 35 years that we've existed. During our last concert in June 2021, A Roof and a Bed, we were partnered with many Portland organizations to address and sing about the issue of houselessness in our community. This song, A Million Dreams, is from that concert. We hope that you enjoy.
I close my eyes and I can see a world that's waiting up for me, that I call my own. Through the dark, through where no one's been before, but it feels like home.
I don't care if the world calls me a dreamer. I don't care if the world can be undone. 'Cause I know, yes I know, that I'm a dreamer. We can live in a world that we design. 'Cause every night I lie in bed, the brightest colors fill my head. A million dreams are keeping me awake. I think of what the world could be, a vision of the one I see. A million dreams is all it's gonna take.
A million dreams for the world we're gonna make.
There's a house we can build. Every room inside is filled with things from far away. Special things I admire, each one there to make you smile on a rainy day. I don't care if the world calls me a dreamer. I don't care if the world can be undone. 'Cause I know, yes I know, that I'm a dreamer. Run away to a world that we design. Every night I lie in bed, the brightest colors fill my head. A million dreams are keeping me awake. I think of what the world could be, a vision of the one I see. A million dreams is all it's gonna take. Oh, a million dreams for the world we're gonna make.
However big, however small, let me be part of it all. Share your dreams with me.
You may be right, you may be wrong, but say that you'll bring me along to the world you see.
Welcome to Together We Rise. We're sitting in our living room for, I think, the fourth time for our fourth virtual concerts. And one of the hottest days, I think, in June ever. I think it's like 108 outside, but we're sitting here and we're nice and cool. I'm Scott. I'm a second tenor and the board president of EGMC, and I'm sitting here live with Evan Miles, our artistic director. And wow, what a journey we have all experienced this past year. But now we are seeing, I think, thankfully seeing the end. The chorus has remained strong and financially stable, and we are grateful to our friends and audience for all of your love and support during this time. We could not have done this without you. Gee, Evan, when I think back to the fall of 2019, we were like leading the march for the Eugene Pride. We were opening the festival on stage to this wonderful, amazing, supportive crowd. And then we had a great turnout for auditions. What were you feeling at this time, and share some of the concerts and plans we had for that year?
Well, we were taking off. I mean, that was the beginning of our second season ever. Like, we started in 2018, and then 2019, we had just gotten our training wheels off and we were getting ready to take off, right? And we had a holiday concert that went really well in Eugene, and then we did an outreach concert in Corvallis, and that went really well. And then right after that, we did that amazing joint concert with Sora Mundi.
I know, that was wonderful.
And we had, we had it on our list to sing with the Oregon Bach Festival. We were also going to sing with the Eugene Women's Choral Society, as well as at the University of Oregon Queer Education Summit. So we were doing really great, and then COVID hits, and then boom, it just all goes away.
We were on that Soromundi concert, was so fabulous. I think we almost sold it out, but we were on such a great trajectory, and then COVID hit. And I think we all experienced this we were paralyzed. We didn't know exactly what we were going to do, and the board met to strategically figure out what we're going to do, what our plans were going to be. And oh my God, you must have been freaking out. What were you thinking, and how to keep the chorus connected at that point?
Well, I wasn't freaking out so much because I had faith in the ability of the organization. I think we had the right people in the right places. I was grieving alongside all of our chorus friends, and with the loss of making music together. I think we're hearing a little bit about that experience, and that goes a long way. And we were all kind of going through that. I think the saddest part was that, and I think like so many of these other choruses, our Wednesday night rehearsals were a place of community and a place of refuge for our community. And we, I was most sad for the most disenfranchised, the people of color, the trans and non-binary folk that called us home, that ended up, not being able to have any of that connection. And so we would have Zoom calls where we would connect and have social gatherings, and we would, it would end up being sort of a group therapy session where we would listen and sort of check in.
I know you were our counselor. I mean, we were all experiencing the loss and just dealing with life. And every Wednesday, Evan would be there to listen to us and build us up. And singing really wasn't even part of the picture at that point. How did you, bring us your inspiration for virtual events and, coming up with that concept?
Well, I'm lucky that I am married to a two-time Emmy award-winning videographer.
Yes, and we are very fortunate. We are lucky too.
Who taught me over COVID how to do video editing.
Right.
So I did not go to school for video editing, and never had touched a video editing program or audio editing software before COVID. And so that was a skill that I built to try to bring us together in that way and start doing these virtual choirs, these virtual events that we've been hosting the last couple
Right. And
months.
one of the great highlights of that is that we have a bigger audience. We've really been able to expand our audience and connect with all of you, whether you're in Oregon or not. So that has been one of the positive things that has come out of COVID.
That has been one of the positive things, I would say. The other big positive thing is that we can do an event like this where we can showcase other courses in our community, where we would have to invite them down to Eugene, or we would have to go up to see them and do a joint concert with them in order to make that happen in a normal time. But in this way, we get to bring them all in. And we have at the very end, we have a special collaborative group virtual choir that we will showcase that includes members of all of these courses that you're hearing today.
Yeah.
So, and that's something that is unique and
I know that was so
cool.
fun to be part of when we had those virtual rehearsals and seeing, listening and being part of that really made us feel like we were part of the whole community.
Cool.
And we've been fortunate that EGMC recently was fortunate to receive a grant from the Oregon Cultural Trust to increase awareness and connection among the LGBT community. The theme for this concert, Together We Rise, was inspired on that proposal. And it was so wonderful to hear and share with all the other choruses what they have brought to this concert. What was that experience like for you? And can you share how you felt about that?
Well, I certainly felt less alone because I definitely felt like it was harder to figure out how to adjust, and everybody seems to have adjusted in their own way. But something that is common thread throughout all of these experiences is that people are trying to remain connected. All of these groups are trying to remain connected in different ways, whether it's through virtual choirs and performances, or whether it's through online social events or distance social events. So that became clear, and it became a really positive experience connecting with folks in ways that I hadn't had the opportunity to connect with these other organizations.
Yeah, and won't it be amazing when we can sing with these groups at some point in person, which I think is happening, because here in Oregon, this coming Wednesday, a lot of the restrictions are going to be removed. So what are you thinking? What are our plans for September?
Well, I'm really excited, actually. I'm like,
yeah, so are we.
I'm really excited because it's like about time that we're going to get together and start rehearsing again in August for Eugene Pride, which is on August 14th. So we plan to be there at
which we'll be
Eugene
singing
Pride.
Twice.
Yes.
We have 2 performances.
So we're going to be there in person, singing on stage, and we will have a booth there. So we're very excited about that. And then right after that, we're going to roll into our new term and hold more auditions for new members who want to join. And we are going to transition right into our full term after that. And the focus, I don't think, is going to be so much like, hey, let's just strap on and do everything that we were going to do before. The focus is going to be, hey, isn't this amazing that we can do this again and be together again, right?
Right.
So.
That day is coming. We can see it now, which is great.
Yeah.
Well, we're so happy that you could join us today. And thank you again for your continual support, because we could not, like I said, had not done this without you.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you. Thank you, everyone. So just so you know for what's coming up next. So I was lucky in that I found a recording of the first ever Eugene Gay Men's Chorus performance ever, which happened in July of 2018 at an Influence concert. And Influence is the subgroup of a group you already heard, Confluence. And we performed as a guest in their concert down in Eugene. So there is a never before released footage of that performance of us singing a song from Hamilton. But before that, we are going to showcase a video I got yesterday from the Bridging Voices Youth Chorus up in Portland, and that I'm very happy to showcase because Eric Gullickson, their conductor, is a friend of mine, and he's been on leave for a while. So we've had a chance to work with Heidi, their artistic director, to put this together. And she's put together this great video recording of them doing a sea shanty, and it's really cool. So I'm really looking forward to showcasing that. Just one more quick reminder, check out all of these organizations that we're talking about. Please go and support them. Please go to their concerts. Please audition for their choirs. Please sing with them. Our donation link is in the comment section. I forgot to put it into the descriptor link, but ours is in the comment section. I keep putting it in there. Anything you can donate helps, but we are just so happy to have you with us. So we hope you enjoy the rest of Together We Rise.
My mother told me someday I will buy galley with good oars, sail to distant shores, stand up on the prow, noble
distant shores. Stand up on the prow, noble bark I steer, steady course to the haven, humane foemen, humane foemen. My mother told me someday I will buy my galley with good oars, sail to distant shores, stand up on the prow, noble bark I steer, steady course to the haven, humane foemen, humane foemen. My mother told me someday I will buy my galley with good oars, sail to distant shores, stand up on the prow, noble bark I steer, steady course to the haven, humane foemen, humane foemen. My mother told me someday I will buy galley with good oars, sail to distant shores, stand up on the prow, noble bark I steer, steady course to the haven, humane foemen, humane foemen.
You say the price of my love's not a price that you're willing to pay. You cry in your tea which you hurl in the sea when you see me go by. Why so sad? Remember we made an arrangement when you went away. Now you're making me mad. Remember, despite our estrangement, I'm your man.
You'll be back, soon you'll see. You'll remember you belong to me. You'll be back, time will tell. You'll remember that I served you well. Oceans rise, empires fall. We have seen each other through it all. And when push comes to shove, I will send a fully armed battalion to remind you of my love. You say your love is draining and you can't go on.
They've got this system, you're out on your own. They've got ways to make it seem like they're right, and you're always wrong. They've got the power of the press behind them. They can control whatever's in our minds, and they can let your lonely heart sink like a stone. But you are not alone. You are not alone. There are many of us walking around here, carrying our stars, and we know just what it feels like when the times are hard. We've got so many of us out there on our side. We've got the numbers, we just need to organize. But if you feel your spirit sinking, grab a phone, 'cause you are not alone. You are not alone. You are not alone. You are not alone. It's ironic if you think about it. They're just people too. They don't know it, but the time has come when the system's gonna do them like they're doing you. You must admit that it's an education, but it's hard on a young one's dreams. It's no picnic finding out the folks you trusted were not quite what they seem. Now you know it, but don't let your anger burn. Chalk it up to just another lesson learned. Rise above it and remember everywhere you go that you are not alone. You are not alone. You are not alone. You are not alone.
Thank you for joining us for Together We Rise. Hi, I'm Don Hood, Treasurer of the EGMC. You may remember from our last online event, Scott, my husband, and I sang that someday we'll find it, the rainbow connection. I do think that we are coming closer to finding it today. In fact, the themes for this event, awareness and connection, came about after multiple discussions about how many other LGBTQ groups are in our area and how few that we were aware of. Raising awareness has always been an important value for the EGMC, and it happens that awareness is one of the Lane County Cultural Coalition's 3 priorities for the funds that they grant from the Oregon Cultural Trust. We applied and were awarded a grant from them, which helped pay for the event that you're watching today. To increase our own awareness about local LGBT groups, we did some research to find out everyone that we could locate on the internet or through our members of our chorus and the board, and through connections with organizations that we already knew about. We spoke with so many amazing people who are working hard to make a place for folks who sometimes feel that they don't fit in. From Transponder, who provide much needed support for trans folks and their allies, to Eugene Pride, who plan the annual Pride in the Park Festival, to our friends from Soromundi Lesbian Chorus, who have been celebrating community through music for 30 years. As a way to help raise awareness and increase connections, today we're announcing the amazing product of our work toward raising awareness among LGBTQ plus groups and our larger community. We have identified and reached out to all the groups that we could find to create a comprehensive directory of LGBTQ plus specific groups, both nonprofits and less formal social groups, for everyone to access. We are housing it on our website at eugenegmc.org. It has each organization's mission or description, some contact information, social media, and more. So please take a look, and you may be surprised how many mostly volunteer organizations there are in Lane County. The link will be on our landing page at eugenegmc.org. We will also share it out to all the groups who are listed so they can link to it from their own sites. So enjoy the rest of our show and do stick around for the finale. I think it's amazing and you'll be glad you stayed. Thank you for joining us.
Take 5. I'm gonna count this one off. 1. 1. 1. 1. It's such a perfect number without any clutter. 1. It's not too complicated. Take time to contemplate. 1. 1. 1 is just enough. More than 1 might be too much. You get 1. So count precisely, do it slowly, 'cause there's only 1. 1. 1. Well, here comes another to make a bigger 1. How does it go together? It just goes on forever. 1. 1. 1. It's not too populated. Will you spend or will you save? Save 1. Wise men investigated, fools will try to dominate. 1. Can't let them do that though. We're gonna take it back. You and I and everyone and everything is 1. One, wonderful 1. 1, all ours. 1. 1. It's such a perfect number, so free and unencumbered. 1. Without any clutter. Full stop, you've got to wonder. Wonder about 1. So let's all
Thank you for that lovely original piece, Peter. Amazingly multi-talented Peter Almeida, Missing Mass. That was awesome. And thank you before that to Daniel Borson Pippin for that really beautiful arrangement, powerful arrangement of You Are Not Alone. Okay, folks, we are at the end of our concert. Thank you so much again for joining us. It's so lovely to have you with us today. What we have left, we have the big finale, which is, I was so happy to put this together with members of EGMC, with people from Confluence, from singers from Sora Mundi as well. And this is our rendition of I Love You, What a Wonderful World, celebrating a new and better world that we can sing together and be a part of each other's lives and be together with our families again. So I hope you enjoy. I hope you have enjoyed Together We Rise, and from getting to check in with our chorus friends up north and down here, down south too. So it's been my pleasure to be a part of this. It's always my pleasure to be part of this organization. So thank you for your support and for being here. I do hope you enjoy I Love You, What a Wonderful World, and stay cool out there, friends.
We can be together now and forever. I love you, I love you. And when I'm praying, I hear you saying, I love you, I love you. People all over the world, they're opening up, they're coming around, and they're saying, I love you, I love you, I love you, I love you, I love you. I love you, I love you,